evening, folks. Happy Friday. Welcome to Merrill Hate. We're a weeknight live podcast at 8 o'clock where we're interactive. Join in on the fun. We talk about marriage a lot because sometimes you hate your partner and sometimes you like your partner. It depends on the day, it depends on the hour. And sometimes you feel very alone.
Why
And
do
you
have
sit-
to be so
and
fucking
you sit
boring all
here-
the time?
And you sit here by yourself and wait for your partner.
I don't know what to tell you guys. Like
This is Stacy. If you don't know.
one of us brings the excitement to the pod, and the other one is Doug, who is going to read to you like he's reading. Why are you staring at them with that blank look on your face?
I am boring, Doug.
No, seriously.
I am low energy.
Okay, so we are married. We do not hate each other, but like sometimes I have questions about his sanity. Can I have my phone, please? Because his personality is not like that in person. He doesn't sit there and just stare at you and be like, "Welcome to Marital Hate with Doug and Stacy."
Thank
No,
you
like,
for coming to
we
the
normally
show.
have like a fun time. All the folks that love the podcast have become like friends with one another, and everybody's super cool. So yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy about that. Did you go live on your page?
It's live on my page. I just have to open up the privacy. I don't know if that makes a difference or not.
It does, because it means that if you don't open the privacy, we can't pull the comments from those viewers up onto the screen.
And people join in.
People do join in, or maybe they think that this podcast is stupid. They might be right about that too.
We do have viewers.
Both of those things are true.
Well, yeah.
This podcast is stupid,
Well, the co-host.
and you will have fun.
I'm stupid.
Sometimes, yeah. What is this nonsense?
I don't know what you're doing over there with your computers.
I'm going live on Instagram.
She's going live, people. It's legit.
Okay, I'm gonna need this a lot today.
Legit.
So, if you don't have this,
You should get it.
you should get it. It's called Timeout Plus. I had seen it recommended.
Much better than regular timeout.
On one of those like things on Amazon that you must buy.
And you do what with it?
We don't get any money from this, so I'm just going to tell you. The knockout alternative for bug bites eczema. Eczema is often diet related. So
Yeah. So stop eating.
dermatitis, acne, cold sores, pet rashes, fungus, psoriasis, poison ivy, and any skin inflammation.
So basically, any itchy thing.
It's thyme tincture made from organic thyme, purified water, organic grain alcohol, and organic aloe
It's
vera.
the best kind of
The
alcohol.
funny thing is we have all of those things here.
With grain alcohol?
So it's giving me, no, we could go to the store.
Oh, yeah, we could. Yeah. It is Florida. We could make it ourselves.
Oh, geez, I got titties.
Oh, hello.
I just have my bathrobe on, just so you
It's
know.
just, they can open at any moment,
Yeah,
folks.
so you can bust it
Be
open at
warned.
any minute. So Todd's here, and he says hello to all the beautiful
Hello,
haters out there.
Todd.
Hey, Todd. Todd
Or as they
is
used to say on Saturday Night Live, Dad.
a master hater, and
Yeah.
we love him
He's
for
been
it.
around.
And OG Lesby Tracy, also a master hater, says hello, peeps. She's in his house.
She's in
That's all
Plywood
that
Ranch,
matters.
Georgia. See, nobody got Plywood. Plywood Ranch was like the Home Depot, like back in the early, like mid 70s, and they sold wood, like plywood, like plywood.
Here
and stuff.
lies the problem with the podcast. We're a little old to be podcasters to begin
Well,
with. And then you make grandpa
yeah.
references, and I don't know
About
a lot of people's
Plywood
grandparents'
Ranch.
references.
And it may have been just a Worcester thing. I don't even know. I gotta look it up. Plywood Ranch. So yes, so she lives in Plywood Ranch, Georgia.
Never called. What are you doing?
I was looking at Plywood Ranch.
Plywood Ranch isn't a thing. Nobody gives a shit about Plywood Ranch.
Yeah.
And we can't both be looking things up.
No, we're not. Yeah.
But that's just what just happened.
Yeah. Well, we got to get our crap together. It's Friday. We figured we'd have it together by now.
We do not
But
have it
we
together
don't.
by now.
But we don't
Tracy
know.
says, I love that you come up with these. Tracy says, LOL, Plywood Ranch, Georgia. So what the fuck was Plywood Ranch again?
It was a small version of Home Depot where you sold plywood and like.
Did they have them in
particle board and
Georgia?
stuff. I don't think they had them anywhere but Massachusetts. That's what I was looking up.
All right. Well, if you're making me yawn, you're going to be making the people at home yawn.
Sorry,
Maybe
not
they
sorry.
could sell some Plywood Ranch T-shirts or something. Maybe make some extra cash that way. So the if you want to pull up Plywood Ranch, pull it up.
We'll have to. Yeah.
Well,
go
I
ahead.
thought you were
All right.
pulling it up.
Well,
Do it on your laptop. Plywood Ranch.
Yeah. Are
Do you
you?
want me to Google that?
No,
for you?
no, because I know how to Google.
So, so this spray has been very helpful. My little chiropractor friend just asked me. I've also been taking Antranex from Standard Process along with homeopathy, Histanium homeopathy, and quercetin. Jeff and Lisa actually reached out, and I forgot to get back to them because I was in a coma at the time, and said that they had some options as well. So that's good to know for future reference. I'd like to check out their stuff. But I have just been absolutely miserable all day. Ice packs.
Yes, you have, and yeah.
Took multiple baths, just fucking rubbing ice cubes all over my hands, just general misery. So I don't know how hard we're gonna. Oh, and then there was the vomit.
Oh, there was a little
I
vomit
just
today.
full on puke today. That was fun. Just went in the bathroom to take a bath, and my hands are throbbing and burning and itching. And just before I got in the bathtub, I puked. So if you're enjoying a nice dinner, I hope it's not.
We're sorry.
It really wasn't. It looked more like backwash than anything.
I can only find the
Dude, that's a titty.
Oh, hello. I can only find the incorporation paperwork for Plywood Ranch and a number of things that people would call Plywood Ranch because they had plywood over the windows.
So it does not exist.
Trademark for Plywood Ranch Industries. There it is.
That's the logo?
That was the logo. Let me pull this up.
Well, is it owned? Because if it's not owned, we could
then we're gonna get it.
Plywood Ranch t-shirts. That'd be fun.
I think there's probably half a person on the planet that wants a Plywood Ranch t-shirt.
You mean you don't want one?
No.
Then why the fuck are you talking about it for like an hour on our podcast?
I don't know. Well, that's their logo.
Ranch?
You had this little man,
Yeah,
that was like a cowboy kind of thing. It was a ranch. It used the stencil
Yeah,
letters.
it's dead and canceled. So
yeah, we could own that. We could buy it for $1.
Do you want to buy it?
I might buy it.
It's a very complicated logo.
It is, yeah. I could never recreate that. But at least I'm not lying.
Okay, if you say so. All right, so
Plywood
can we be done with the Plywood Ranch Google search? Because we are literally just watching you search Google. Unless you hit stop sharing, we're just watching it.
We've stopped now. Sure.
Well, that's fun.
Okay. No, so Plywood Ranch, Park Avenue, Worcester, right next to Dunkin's.
Stop! If you ever say Plywood Ranch again, I'm going to beat you. No one gives a fuck about Plywood Ranch.
What about Weepin' Willie's? It was a produce store on Chandler Street.
I don't know if you guys have noticed a pattern here, but Doug buries his face in his hands when I talk about dicks, and I bury my face when Doug is boring.
Oh my goodness!
What are you laughing about?
Weepin' Willie's. It was a produce store in Worcester that sold like lettuce, and I remember getting.
How does anyone have sex with you? Like, that's just gross. I don't want to talk about Weeping Willie. Todd says Plywood Ranch may be a good name for the cult. We're never saying Plywood Ranch again. Enough with the Plywood Ranch. It's supposed to be called Perfectville, hence the song. Could be called an antenna farm. That's a song too.
It is a song. It's many songs.
Speaking of songs, our pal Muck Sticky.
By
the way, we're not really pals with.
We don't know.
In our minds, we are.
We don't know. We like him.
In our minds, he's like our
ours.
bestie. But can we maybe fix the camera so we're yeah, because I got a hair situation today.
I like the hair.
It.
It's like fireworks.
Me and Katy Perry are like fireworks. Yeah, but it's frizzy today. You see a little frizzy?
It's from the puke.
It's not from the puke. Let's try to make this again.
Sort of correlation between the things we've covered.
There's no correlation. You just went off on a fucking Plywood Ranch tirade, and Todd comes along and fucking doubles down. No, we're not doing that. No, I will throw you in the pool with the alligator and the chair, and you can't swim.
I don't think anybody that will watch this podcast in the history of ever will actually have known that store.
That's why we shouldn't be talking about it. Okay, so did you have any particular? So we have some news stories, but we
do. But
go ahead,
what? Yes. Well, anyway, you had a terrible day fighting this itching
and puking
allergy.
Generally wanting to die. Lots of swelling, not good stuff. Kids across the street.
Yeah, they're having a good time.
We may not hear the owls tonight, but we hope that the kids are having fun.
It's this is rage, by the way. You look sparkly tonight when you look at Doug. It's rage. It's rage. It's like daggers.
y'all, I went on an Amazon shopping spree.
Yeah, but the things you bought were like 38 cents.
I had like an
You know.
$80 Amazon credit, and I spent like $130. So,
But you
it
got
was
more
like,
gauchos. That was good.
I got 2 more pairs of gauchos, and yeah, let's see if I can pull this up.
She got some nail polish.
I
haven't
never
bought anything
I
in
never
the
buy
years.
anything. I don't have, my clothes all have holes in them. So every once in a while I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy myself some things. And I go crazy and spend like $150 like a lunatic. Yeah. So I ordered some groceries from Whole Foods. So Doug doesn't have to drive all the way out to, what do you call it, to get items that we can't get. Like there's certain organic foods that are harder to get at Publix, and
sure.
they don't have at Trader Joe's or Costco. And it's $10 to have it delivered, but like to drive all the way out there, pick the food
that's
up,
kind of a
walk
pain.
around the store.
Well, you
I
have
don't
to pay
the
a
energy.
toll too, right? Isn't it $2 to get over the bridge or something like that? Yeah. Well,
Depending on which bridge you take. And also we Tony's gonna come. I'm gonna try to convince you to do mushrooms with me. If it's nice out, maybe we go for a Jeep ride. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. But I got this Korean lip oil because it didn't have fragrance in it. And Korean beauty is like all the rage right now. So
Is it?
If you have some Korean beauty that you would like to share with me that's like healthy, let me know. I researched nail polish for several days and got these Eternal glitters.
Eternal glitters.
Here's my plan.
That's what they have in JFK's grave.
Can I tell you what my plan is?
What's your plan?
Okay, so here's my plan. I'm just going to spackle the fucking sparkle polish on, like really thick.
Mm-hmm.
And when it chips, I'm just going to throw more sparkles on top of it and more sparkles on top of it and more sparkles on top of it.
Is that how you're supposed to do it? It doesn't.
No. Like I went to fucking beauty school, for Christ's sake. I know how to do a goddamn manicure, but I don't have the energy to do it all the time. But I really like having my nails done, but I can't afford to have my nails done. And I would really like to find like a natural place. But I used Momavation that we talked about yesterday to look up this product, and apparently Eternal glitter nail polish is safe to use. And then this Undone Beauty Lip to Cheek 3-in-1 palette.
3-in-1
with coconut extract was rated very safe, and it was only $3. So I actually got it for free.
And it does 3 things. That's like $1 a thing.
Yeah. And then I got these gemstones, irregular shaped stone chips to sew into my locks. And maybe
it seems
I'll
like
do
that's
other
going to
things.
be heavy. Like you can.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna put 50 of them in. I'm gonna take like one strand,
like a little gem.
Like boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Okay, you guys have to see this. I don't want to put. Do I want to put it big to sell them? I may have bought myself a crown that I'll be wearing in the near future.
She did.
And I bought the top nail hardener from Eternal as well.
Sure, you need that.
Okay, and I bought this. They're calling it a swimwear cover up, but I want to wear it as like a robe because I really want to be wearing natural fabrics as much as possible. And I bought the Jane Iredale Hydro Pure Hyaluronic Lip Gloss because it came highly recommended. But I gotta tell you, women's makeup, especially if you buy like prestige brands or things that are safe, are kind of expensive. So it's $26.60 for this lip gloss. And like
you said, you found a lip gloss that you like.
Hang on. I saw this one and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this.
Nice.
It's a lot of money, but I'll take care of it, and I'm really excited about it. There was another one that I had seen that was by another company. I think it was Fit Beauty or whatever, and it was $48.
That is insanity.
So, but it was funny because we were in the Jeep one day and I took a corner really fast, and Thrive Cosmetics lip gloss went flying out the window. Yeah. And I'm like, we have to go get that.
I went and got it.
I'm not responsible enough to have a $48 lip gloss. Quite frankly, I'm not responsible enough to have a $28 lip gloss. But here we are.
So I went and got the lip gloss, and at the same time, I grabbed a couple like gravel, a few pieces of gravel, and so she thought that maybe a car had run over it. So I went up to her. I go, "Here's all that's left of your lip gloss," and I put the gravel out, and it was.
I knew exactly what he was doing because he does this stupid shit all the time. Witch hazel, I think witch hazel is pretty much always the same, but I'm going to use it to refill my existing bottle because my existing bottle has a squirt top. And I like that. And then I bought, so I had wanted the Bobbi Brown highlighting gel just because I'd like to get away from, I don't wear makeup usually, but
like Bobbi Brown from New Edition Bobbi Brown, or
no, the Bobbi Brown, not the crack is whack Bobbi Brown, the lady who sells makeup and looks like a lesbian, but I'm not sure she is a lesbian.
Well, we don't know.
Actually, I Googled whether or not she was a lesbian or not, and I found this whole thing about Whitney Houston being a lesbian.
Oh, that was much rumored with her friend there. But I don't know if you can say looks like a lesbian. I think that's offensive.
She looks like a nice lipstick lesbian. I don't she wears she has straight dark hair, wears somewhat natural makeup, and wears dark black glasses.
That's Lisa Loeb.
She wears Armani flats and she drives a Subaru.
Oh, well,
I don't know if that's
starting to add
true.
up here.
I don't know that that's true, but it could be. So anyway, she has a product called Miracle Balm, and I looked at the reviews for it and didn't love them, but I liked the concept of it. And I have the stick, the Benefit stick. I forget which one it is, but it's like What's Up. It's called What's Up, and it's like you just highlight where you want to highlight, but it's getting low, and I'd rather have a cream that's like moisturizing. And there was another brand, it had fragrance in it. Then there was the one I ordered, it came, it had fragrance in it.
Fragrance, no
So
good.
Butter London was one of the companies
Butter
that was
London.
recommended for nail polish. It's
Yep.
a safe product. So I got going on their website and found out that they had this highlighting gel, and it's $10. So I got it in 2 different colors. It's coming, and I got myself some butterflies for my hair. I got some Skiddly Doo Bops for my hair.
That you like. And
And
you're always looking
got,
for the one that you do own.
And I got 2 new flamingos because our flamingos are gross as shit. And then some supplements.
Some supplements.
That's it. And I bought actually
You bought an anvil.
the 2 pairs of gauchos that came today.
Gauchos, sure.
And then there's a bunch of stuff that we returned. That we kept. But returned.
This is Amazon 101.
Delivered today, getting returned. And so out of those things, how many do you think I'll end up keeping?
Out of the things that you bought?
Yeah.
Probably all of them, because except maybe return like one. I'll hedge my bets there. I think because you did your research, it's gonna come in, et cetera, et cetera.
Trace says you look sparkly tonight when you look at Doug.
I
Trust
told you
me,
those are daggers.
It has nothing to do
ire.
with him. It's just I look sparkly.
She does. She's a sparkly lady.
I do have because I think she means the light. So I do have highlighter on here. 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 Oh, right there.
Why would you?
I should have some on my forehead
I don't
too.
have anything.
Because I have a small forehead.
I have nothing. I have a big forehead.
You've had makeup on the podcast before, though.
I'd had some concealer on my Abe Vigoda nose.
But you know what I totally forgot is that I have the so if you have a pimple, by the way, they sell like inexpensive ones of these corrector palettes. Elf Cosmetics makes one that's very inexpensive. Jane Airedale actually sells one that I'd gotten from my dermatologist that's great, and it has a green. So when you have a pimple, you just with the green. I find that when I have a pimple, that the biggest issue is that it like the pores look gigantic if you put makeup on them. So that's where you put your spot treatment on, you put a primer on, let it dry, and then you put your concealer on. And then if you're really crazy, you want to powder it so that it lasts longer.
Or you just get like an iron-on patch that's like the same color as your skin.
You could get one of those. See, that's the thing that's funny to me. So it used to be that they would tell you, makeup artists would tell you that if you have a pimple, just draw like a little dot on it and make it look like a mole. I don't know about y'all. Like, if I have like a pimple that's small enough that I can turn it into a mole, like it's gonna go away pretty quick. I'm not really worried about it. When I get a zit, it's like a big old cystic fucking
it's not good.
Dome, angry pustule nonsense. You just take a Sharpie and just color it in.
I don't know what you do with it.
Or what if you have like a full-on breakout? You're just gonna put some shoe polish all over
You
your
know
face?
you do. You wear.
You get called racist.
What if you used like a big eye patch that was like oversized,
like a zit patch,
like half your face?
Well, they sell those little overnight salicylic acid patches that you put on a pimple.
Yeah, but doesn't
why don't they make them colorful?
So what?
Like a jewel.
Salicylic acid prevent the pore from being clogged in the first place. So isn't it a little late?
So you're supposed to always be using some sort of exfoliant, and they generally prefer chemical exfoliant over manual exfoliant, because a manual exfoliant, particularly the old apricot scrub that we all like, could be very irritating to your skin, especially if the little granules are not round. And the problem is that to have round granules, typically they use synthetic products which contain PFAS, are really bad for the water system. So some of the things, though, I like a good peel, but I like to just do, you're gonna laugh, it's stupid thing,
mud
honey. I just put honey right on my face. It acts as an exfoliant and moisturizer, and it's good for the environment. And you can also do the brush, the brush, scrub brush. It's like a scrubbing bubble. Yeah, that thing. And you can use that on your face. You know how that got invented? Women were using their toothbrushes to wash their face. Their electric toothbrushes. I remember in the 70s, my mom got the skin machine. It was called. It was like 2 AA batteries. It was like a thing about as big as your hand, and it had like a rotating brush on the front of it. And then those things came back recently. And the rotating. Did your mom ever say, "Hey, Doug, why don't you use this on your skin?" Oh yeah, probably.
but
She did?
that was the 70s. I didn't have any
Because it
skin
doesn't
problems
sound like
until
it
I
was a
was.
skin thing to me. It
No,
sounded
no,
like
no,
your
it was-
mom had
no, it
something
was a
that
skin thing.
vibrated in
It
her
was-
dresser and she
no,
didn't want you to know
it
what
was,
it was.
It was a round, soft brush thing.
Are you telling me your mom didn't have a vibrator?
I don't know what she had.
Do boys go through their shit? Because the girls were
No,
constantly going through our shit.
No, I never went through anything. What do I care?
Are you
Had my
not
own shit.
curious?
No, the hell do I care?
I don't know.
Creepy old people.
That's true. I think it might, yeah. So I think it's the highlighter, but I don't have the new one yet. I'm dying to get the new one because it'll be moisturizing. But I'm noticing that I'm not very tan, and as a Floridian, that's not cool.
Well, the sun was out. Like the sun was covered up from December to end of January. It's
It
just
hasn't
now
been good,
starting
and
to
it's
come
been
out.
too cold to drive the Jeep, and now the Jeep's making a funny noise. Tony's going to come today. Don't know what happened. He couldn't come, so he says come tomorrow. Hopefully we have good weather and we can go do something fun. But I heard it was going to be shitty all weekend because
Is it?
well, Christina was going to go to Sarasota.
Sarasota.
So
What was
I
she
don't
going to
know.
do in Sarasota? Look at monkeys?
Visit friends and or family.
Very nice.
But the thing that's interesting is you don't like to go to the beach and like hang out.
Yeah, I don't last very long at the beach.
And I
although
don't have a lot of energy. So I can
Yeah.
either be driving in the Jeep.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm getting my sun.
Mm.
Maybe with my flamingos I'll do better. But honestly, it's so weird. You don't really tan through the pool cage. Like
it's there's a percentage that you get a percentage of.
Look at how white and I'm Portuguese. Like I get dark.
See this
I'm
that's
mostly looking pink right
funny
now.
because I don't tell a lot of people that you're Portuguese.
But doesn't my face look like pale and like kind of reddish?
No, I don't think so. You looked reddish the other day because you got a sunburn.
Yeah, and
But it
I had
looks fine.
sunscreen on. I've been using the Kula. So hot tip.
Hot tip coming.
If so I'm not a big believer in sunscreen, as it were. I do wear sunscreen on my face because I don't look old, and I do put sunscreen on my tattoos because I don't want them to fade. However, I'm a big believer that sunscreen has caused some problems, so I'm very particular about the sunscreen I use, and I use it very sparingly. I prefer to limit my sun exposure. But one thing that I do, so I like the Kula Coola Sun Silk drops. You can get them at Ulta. They have a website, Amazon. Christina had actually given them to me when you did her van for her.
Yeah,
as like a thank you, which I got presents. Doug did the work. And it goes on just like a serum. It feels delightful.
Serum.
It does have a little bit of fragrance in it, but it's not that strong. It's one of the few things I can tolerate. I can tolerate that, and I can tolerate Sun Bum most of the time.
Sun Bum's all right.
But Sun Bum is not the safest product. So I do have the doTERRA sunscreen products because I have a doTERRA wholesale membership, which means I get everything at wholesale. I don't sell it. But if you want to get some stuff at wholesale, let me know. I'll tell you how I do it because I get stuff for free, like constantly. Like it saves us so much money, healthier products in our house. In any case, the stick is where it's at. So what you do is you have the stick, and you can have like whichever, healthy, safe stick that you want. I know that the Sun Bum Mineral is okay. The Kiss My Face is okay. Super Goop is okay. The Kiss My Face is the one that had really bad texture though, right? We used to call it the punishment sunscreen.
One of them was, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Kiss My Face. It has a bad. So anyway, I have the doTERRA, and so I take the stick and I literally, because it's a big wide stick, and I just color over my tattoos.
And
it takes me about a minute, and I'm done. I used to do my foot, but now I don't bother as much. But I probably should because I put my foot out
inside the Jeep.
It's usually not though.
You're usually hanging it out.
I pull it out if I'm not on shifting gears.
Yeah.
If I'm at a light, my foot's out the door. If I'm not shifting gears, my foot's out the door. So like normal people, they take their foot from the car to the clutch, and mine is like from here to the clutch.
My car has a dead pedal where your foot can rest comfortably when not
because you're driving an automatic like a loser.
Like a loser.
It's so funny. One of my friends was like, your Jeep's a stick shift, and I'm like, yeah. And come to find out, this person's Jeep. Well, I knew their Jeep was an automatic, but
do they know how to drive a stick?
They do.
Oh, okay, all right, good.
Then I'd really have to. Well,
I'd have to ridicule them.
Honestly, if you don't know how to drive a stick, I can understand not having a stick. If you do know how to drive a stick, like I don't know, there's definitely been times where I've been like, remember when my shoulder was like locked up and I couldn't move it? Yeah. That was the time. I have like a big old zit on my shoulder.
Oh, that's nice. We were just talking about that.
I know. So what we need,
you need a serum.
What we need is I have the serums, but and you need to moisturize. Acne is often dry skin. The sebum is trying to moisturize your skin from underneath the surface. You get a clogged pore. No, you don't want that.
It's like depression. It's
Moisturize
anger from within.
Cleanse, moisturize, exfoliate, repeat. And you don't have to do expensively. There's all kinds of inexpensive ways out there. Some people are washing their face with apple cider vinegar.
I was going to wash my face with that apple sauce.
You could do that. I think that there's lectin in it.
In a crisscross fashion. So it would be crisscross.
What would happen? Yeah. Oh, that's ChatGPT. What would happen if you
We're about to find out.
Applesauce?
I bet it would be like sticky.
I'm sure you can do it with avocados. Yeah, mash up a strawberry. You can do that.
Oh, but not an apricot.
Using applesauce as a face mask would have some potential benefits.
Oh, look at me.
Some considerations to keep in mind. Who's going to do it? Applesauce face mask.
Before applying the applesauce
hang on.
Mask to your
potential benefits, contains natural fruit acids such as malic acid, which may help exfoliate the skin.
See?
Exfoliate.
I'm thinking.
It contains vitamins and antioxidants that can help nourish and brighten the skin.
Keeps the doctor away.
Texture of the applesauce can provide moisture to the skin and help hydrate and soften it. While applesauce may have some beneficial properties to the skin, it is not formulated specifically for a face mask, so effectiveness may vary.
They're just making shit up.
The effectiveness may vary.
Yeah.
Oh, wait till you hear this. Wait, I have one for you about ChatGPT. We'll get there. Some commercial applesauces may contain added sugars or preservatives. What the fuck are you buying those for? Which may not be ideal for sensitive skin for those prone to breakouts. If you have any known allergies to apples or other ingredients in applesauce, it's essential to avoid using it as a face mask to prevent allergic reactions. Now that I can't have gluten, one of the things I found out is I have to make sure I'm purchasing my skin and body products from places that are gluten-free. And when you read a package, it says gluten-free on it.
But then it says
made processed. In a container that processes peanuts and wheat. And you have to not get it. You have to read the labels. Okay. So you choose applesauce as a face mask, opt for unsweetened organic varieties without added preservatives. Before applying the mask, cleanse your face thoroughly and pat it dry. Apply a thin layer of applesauce to your face, avoiding the eye area, and leave it on for about 10 to 15 minutes. Rinse the mask with lukewarm water and follow up with regular skincare routines such as moisturizer.
I just need to say something.
What?
ChatGPT is like that kid that didn't study for the test and had to write an essay.
It just makes up an answer.
I swear to God, they're just taking out like that was
Douglas
Gear. That was Douglas Gear. So while so they just probably took the directions off a face mask and just swapped out the word applesauce where it needed to be. So yeah, that's the ChatGPT. It's just pulling. It's all right. Here it is. It's like the kid that didn't study for the test pulling stuff out of his ass, but ChatGPT has a lot of information in its ass. So it's pulling stuff out of its ass. And usually it's probably better than most people can actually think. But I'm just saying, ChatGPT. They and the one thing it does when you try and create an image, it'll misspell everything in the image, which makes no sense because you're actually inputting the actual word and then it spits out a different word. I don't know what my wife is doing. She's running around grabbing stuff out of the kitchen. I think she's going to give me a facial mask with applesauce. This could be exciting.
Okay, so what happened today is
we
were watching Remote Control on MTV.
Remote Control.
And if you don't know, Remote Control was a show. It was on from like 88 to 90
on MTV.
On MTV, hosted by the late Ken Ober.
Ken Ober.
Some pretty fucking famous people were on that show.
Yes. Adam Sandler, Bob Eubanks,
Axl Rose, Run DMC,
Dennis Leary, Worcester,
Chris Rock,
Adam Sandler. Did we say him?
Yeah. Dweezil Zappa, Kato Kaelin, Joan Rivers, Kevin Bacon, Dweezil Zappa, Axl Rose, Run DMC, Weird Al, Debbie Harry, Tony Hawk, Gilbert Gottfried, Jon Stewart, Chris Rock, etc. So lots of famous people. But when we were watching today, they did what was it called? Public Enemy what?
Public Enemy Playhouse.
Public Enemy Playhouse, and they were rapping with Colin Quinn. And when they
did, it's cold.
It's cooling and anti-inflammatory and refreshing. So they were rapping with them, and we were trying to figure out if it was Chuck D or not, because this was
sounded just like him
back in the day. And yeah, so I asked ChatGPT because I can't find it by Googling. You're gonna want to watch that. So I find out that I Google it and I asked, sorry, I can't find anything on Google. So I asked ChatGPT and ChatGPT is like, that was Flavor Flav. And I'm like, I'm very sure that was not Flavor Flav.
ChatGPT is talking on its ass.
And so ChatGPT comes back at me and I'm like, are you sure it wasn't Chuck D? And it's like, oh yeah, you're right. So I'm just saying, don't be quite afraid.
Oh yeah, it was him.
That AI is going to steal your job.
Question everything, folks.
Get a job babysitting AI and just telling it what a fucking moron it is.
Do the people know what's happening here?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a pouch that has been sitting here for a while.
Well, what's in it?
It's apple spinach stuff from
She's
Target.
Brushing it on my face.
Best if used by, the date seems to be worn out. Does that say 2021? Come here, turn your face. Well, maybe we could do it on one side.
At least I'm not taking it internally.
Now you are.
I knew you were going to do that.
Well, you shouldn't have given me the idea. Do you think we need to avoid your eye area?
Yes. That would be.
What about your ears?
Turtle. With your applesauce. I'm leaving.
I'm not. You just need a little bit more.
No,
in your
I'm
head.
done.
You just need a little more in your forehead.
No, I do.
You too. I have to fill in the cracks.
Cracks. This is applesauce, people.
Okay.
Applesauce.
So they said to leave it on 10
At least
to
it's
15
organic.
minutes, right?
They
said to leave it on 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll,
best if used by smudge.
at 8:45, you can take it off. Tell everyone.
What is this? Spinach? That's gross.
It's not gross.
I smell like apple spinach. That's expired and smudge.
No, but look at this. Now you look sparkly. Doesn't he look nice and sparkly? Can you see him reflecting?
Oh, I am.
Maybe
Under my
you
nose
should-
looks like I have snot.
Let me put some more up here.
No more up my nose. Thank you. Marital hate people.
Last night I went in the bathroom after the podcast. I was really tired and I went in after the podcast and I washed my face and because twice this week I fallen asleep with my lipstick on and had a pink lip print and Doug's like, what's that mark on your arm? And I'm like, it's lipstick. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, it's lipstick. This is my lips, like that. So I washed my face and I have my silk bonnet on.
The silk bonnet.
And I'm washing my face and I'm putting my little eye things on and everything, which by the way burned my eyes crazy.
Which actually matched your pink hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you having a little spa night for yourself? What he doesn't understand is before he came along, every night was spa night. I enjoy giving myself a little spa treatment. And there was a time where I could afford to go for spa treatments. I would like to go for a facial, a natural facial, natural pedicure, and a natural manicure. That would be really nice. But I don't know anywhere that you can go, and it seems expensive. And so I don't know. Actually, the place, if I had gobs of money,
yes.
Oh my god, you have to see that. But I don't know what that is on the table. It's
That's probably the.
Yeah. Well, can you move
spinach.
it? I don't want it to be sticky.
What do you mean move it?
I don't know.
Oh, there's some right here. Hang on. I got it.
Take your mask over there.
I'm gonna go wash my mask off.
No, you have. It's not time.
No, I'm not sitting here because ChatGPT said. ChatGPT doesn't know anything.
Yeah, but you're not going to know if it had any effect on your face.
Oh, I know. It's annoying me. That's the effect it's having.
I annoy you, and here we are, still married after all these years. I'm not really liking the way my hair looks today. I don't know if you guys are not. Oh, somebody is here with quite the statement. Let's see what she has to say. Jane Mary says, are you in love with someone tonight and he or she doesn't reciprocate the gesture, frustrated because of a breakup? Then you can use this to attract a lover in your life. It brings back your ex. Please don't. Please don't. I don't even want the husband I currently have. It brings back your ex and helps solve broken marriages. Oh, well, maybe. Life is too short to be unhappy. Think about life. Think about that. You deserve utmost happiness and love. Note, this is totally harmless and you have no side effects. You can attract Dr. Oturgo for more confirmation. Dr. Oturgo. And they pointed down. I don't know what they're pointing down. Tracy says, I like the hair today. Well, thank you, Tracy. But just know, Dr. Oturgo is there for you. Did you hear about this?
What's that?
Dr. Oturgo.
Who's that?
He's here to help us.
Dr.
Oturgo. They will bring your ex back.
Oh,
And I said no. I can't speak for you, baby. You want your ex back. I do not. And then
Dr. Oratugo sounds like a Bond villain.
and then they also can help solve broken marriages.
Oh, well, that's good. Maybe they can Ortuga's back
I think
together.
we should just do mushrooms tomorrow and float around the pool.
All right.
Are you really gonna do it?
I think you might have said no. Can we get something delivered? Because I'm not going out on mushrooms.
Why would we need to get anything delivered? We are delivering Amazon.
Oh, that's right.
And you went to the grocery store tonight.
Yeah, but you're gonna make me cook? That's dangerous. I'm cooking on mushrooms.
Well,
set the house on fire.
You're not high for that. You're not on mushrooms for all that long.
I don't know what I'm doing.
12 hours worth of doing mushrooms.
I feel younger. I feel like I look younger.
Did you moisturize?
I just wash it off with water.
Yeah, you should moisturize. You should moisturize. It does feel softer.
I feel my skin feels elastic. We
have problems. Okay, so
wait a second.
What?
So somebody named Jane Mary showed up and talked to us about Dr. Ortugo that can help with all kinds of things.
Hey, listen, if Dr. Ortugo
would like to come on the pod,
we'll have Dr. Ortugo on the pod.
I would love to hear about these miracle things that
it's going to be horrifying, but let him know. Okay, so we had a delightful snack today, and I want to thank you for making it.
Oh, you had a delightful snack. You did.
I would eat 5 more of those. Do we have any more bananas?
We have some half-ripe bananas is what we have.
There's frozen ones for your smoothie tomorrow. You should use those.
Okay, I'll dig through.
For my purposes, I think an half-ripe is fine. Tell them how you make it.
Well, we saw something on the internet that she sent me when she was TikToking. You take a banana, don't even unpeel it. You just slice it lengthwise. You kind of spread it open.
Mm-hmm.
And you put exactly. Mm-hmm. Then you have to kind of like get like almost like a little crease going, and then you put chopped up walnuts, Lily's dark chocolate, which you will eat. I will not, because it's got stevia.
Yes.
And then you put that in.
But it is made in a factory that processes wheat and peanuts, so I technically shouldn't have it.
But we ordered the other chips
from
another company. They're not coming tomorrow. So, anyways, so you put that in the crevice, and so you have this little like open banana thing.
Little mixture of nuts, a little bit of chocolate, 400 degrees, 6 minutes. You take it out.
Yeah.
You put some yogurt, some coconut cream, some ricotta,
whipped cream, etc.
We did whipped cream,
and she ate it, and then she was like, "That really was unbelievable." And make another one. I'm like, "You want me to add anything?" No, make it as close to that one as possible. So I did. But the thing is, we were out of like pecans, so I had to open up this little trail mix thing these little individual trail mix and get the pecans.
Good healthy snack from Costco. I think they're and that's like we're so neither of us is supposed to have gluten or sugar, so no gluten or sugar for the coming weeks. And we don't do artificial sweeteners. So it's actually when you cut out all gluten, corn,
there's like 4 things
sugar,
you can eat.
It's very difficult. You have to make everything from scratch, and it's hard to eat out. And it's how many times have we gone out to eat and I've had an allergic reaction afterwards?
3 now, I believe.
It's way more than that.
This last one.
It's way more than that.
Really?
Because these are the ones since like I wasn't having the itching all the time.
Right.
Like I was having the itching all the time.
Yeah, there were more before.
So, but we just weren't really even counting. So I'll go out and get sick, and so it's like an expensive trip to sickness.
But we don't know what caused this because you've had that meal before and not had a problem.
I've had that meal there before and not had a problem, but I've had that meal elsewhere and had a problem.
And had the problem.
So who the fuck knows? But I still not sure. Afraid to eat in public, to be honest with you. I could probably eat at Ford's for the rest of my life but I can't have the gluten. I can't have the gluten.
I do want to go to Ford's just so I can have the burnt ends loaded fries.
That might be the only thing I can have there.
Let's go have that.
I don't want to. I want to feel good.
Wear your robe, we'll go.
And like literally, it's just like literally like a little robe. Like it's just like a little cotton robe. It's just a little wrappy thing. Oh my God. You guys, I learned this on TikTok. Can I just tell you what I learned on TikTok?
Oh.
If I had cinched this around the waist, it would be all like not flattering. What you do is you tie it on the sides and cinch it only in the front. And then it actually brings the waist in. And it's more flattering that way. It's a bitch to get out of, but like I
I told you
if
I
want to
wore that
pop
swimsuit
a
with the
titty out
sash, and it was
anytime I want
good.
to. Sometimes you need a sash. That I just showed
Sometimes
a
you
lot.
need to pop a
that was-
titty out.
that was
Yeah,
a-
there was a lot. Yeah, sometimes you need to pop a titty out in emergency. Sometimes you have a titty emergency, and you have to, boop, there it is.
Dude, I breastfed 4 kids. Yeah, I had a lot of titty emergencies. And plus, you know, I was 18 years old when I moved to Florida, so
And they just popped out on their own.
I mean,
Bloop,
maybe at a Kenny
bloop,
Chesney concert. It wasn't Channing Cassidy. I think it was Dwight Yoakam.
Mm.
It was on the military base.
Mm.
I don't think they like it.
I don't think you're supposed to do that in a military base. This
That's
is
what happens when you give an 18-year-old
carte blanche.
alcohol.
Yeah. Well,
Especially an
that
18-year-old
wasn't
that's a
supposed to
lightweight.
happen either. So there's a lot of things that went wrong.
My whole life is something that went wrong. That's why we're here alone with Florida. And God is punishing me through hives all over my body on a constant fucking rate. It's lovely.
Now, if you had breast milk, you could squirt the breast milk on your hives and be done with it.
I don't have any breast milk at the moment. But honestly,
Do you have any
if I
saved in the
did,
fridge?
I wouldn't be surprised if it came out as toxic acid. Things are just not going well in this body or this life for me at the moment. But what are you going to do?
I don't know what you're gonna do.
So I
Try putting applesauce on your face.
I don't know.
See how that goes. They smell like
I
an
think
apple.
the
now.
applesauce went pretty well.
They smell like an apple.
Oh, what are my life goals? I have decided.
Oh, you have new life goals.
I'm always
as of
making new
Friday.
life
Okay.
goals. First of all, my number one life goal is to win the lottery tonight. If on Monday all the podcasts are gone,
and
don't know why.
we're erased from.
It's like we didn't exist. Like
Yeah.
you never knew us. We all have new phone numbers.
Yeah.
We won the lottery.
We'll find you.
And which will be hard, but we'll miss you.
Mm.
I'll keep in touch with some of these people. Jane, you could be shady. I don't
Yeah,
really
we
know.
don't know about
Tracy and Todd, definitely. I will still be friends with you guys till the end. You're stuck with me.
you. Well, Todd's not going to come looking for you.
He can't look for me. He's
Sorry,
blind.
Todd. I can't stop. I just can't.
My husband likes to make blind jokes at the what's the word I'm looking for?
At the
Expense
expense
of my friend Todd,
my-
who is going blind. I
Yeah.
also have a friend who's going deaf. Would you like to fucking hurt his feelings?
Oh, I'm going deaf, so I could probably. It's like the N word. I can use it. 'cause
Choosing
I'm
to
going deaf.
not listen to your wife does not qualify as going deaf. Nice excuse. So anyway, one of my life goals is to go, get a ticket for going 88 miles an hour in a DeLorean.
In a DeLorean. That's amazing.
Mhm.
And then I told her to take it up to Celebrity Con and get the cast of Back to the Future, all 4 of them.
No, I get the cast from The Wedding Singer to sign it
Why is that?
because the guy in Wedding Singer drove a DeLorean.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I
He was
fell
so
asleep in
good.
that movie on a red eye back from the West Coast.
Oh, and I want to just slide back for just a second.
It's a
We were talking
backslide.
about remote control.
Remote control.
You can watch it on YouTube. You guys, it is so bad. It's good. And
It-
they have,
yeah.
it's so, obviously they need, this was videotape. Somebody taped this in their VCR.
Yeah,
they-
and then they just put it on. Yeah,
They needed to, it's on YouTube. They needed to adjust the tracking,
but they had the local
clean their heads.
channel commercials, and then the prizes they give away at remote control in 1988, 89, right in there, like a Zenith remote,
The
universal remote.
Zenith Universal Remote, the
Yeah,
Franklin
That was a big deal.
Spellmaster,
Yeah, Franklin
LA
Spellmaster.
Gear. Okay, so I'm going to pull this one up.
They tried to give away they tried to give away a Nissan Sentra, and then but it was worth like $4,000 or something like that at the time.
So, yeah, it's so bad. The recording is so bad, but it's just like looking at the clothes of people and how they look like they're 40.
And yeah, they
They're all
look
college
they all look
kids
old,
and they look 40.
and they have these gigantic white sneakers.
And apparently back then everyone went to school in Florida.
Oh, a lot of them are on. That's Colin Quinn. You might know him from Saturday Night Live and other things.
Oh, he's
Stand-up.
done a lot of stand-up stuff.
So this is Ken Ober, who hosts the show. Those are people that went to the show and are jumping like crazy.
But like, look at their hair and their outfits.
Everybody's
of course, they all
wearing a
have their
crew neck.
college sweatshirts on
Everybody's
and their
wearing a crew neck.
fraternities because that was like the big target audience.
Kari and Steve. How you doing? You guys doing? Over
So
here,
3
I'd
people
like you to
on
meet a good
recliners.
friend of mine. He's in the steel chair. It's Gary. So Gary. Tell you a little bit about
Yeah.
Gary. Gary goes to Michigan State University, a
That's
major
Gary?
in English literature.
Yeah.
English literature.
that's
Very
fair.
impressed. His hobbies include baking and cow tipping. What is it?
You like speaking in
Now,
council
what do you
Who
think
doesn't?
of cow? We're 15% of the total.
I don't know
check.
if you guys can hear this.
Steve, I needed you. on
Look
that
at the
one.
tracking right there on the
Jerry's
video.
in the
too.
pink chair. So
It's good.
It's recorded over 8 different
And
things.
the
That's,
que-
There goes
that's some
University of
hair and the
Florida.
crew
She's
neck.
a major in telecommunications.
It is a
Well,
little
what
hard
exactly
to
is
get through the
now, that's a
static,
term
and
that
this
gets
is actually a
swung around
particularly poor
like
version
Grant
of
took
it.
Richmond. What is
But the
that?
prizes that they give away,
And the
it's
questions
the
they
questions
ask.
are so easy.
The questions they ask
What
are from like
gauge
the
wire
30s
is
and
this?
40s.
And
It's like,
not all of them, but they do ask a lot about the
Alright,
Brady
in the
Bunch
chair,
and
tell
Inside
us-
Peanut
Jerry.
Yuthers.
Yeah! Jerry goes University of Southern Cal. First Gary and
look, he's
Jerry.
from the
Jerry's
Arsenio
got
Hall.
10
Yeah,
wins
they
in
do
the
that.
back
And
round two,
after
and the
snack, they drop
survivor
snacks
takes
for
home
snack
bid.
time, and then when one person gets eliminated, they start. Oh, look at this! They're giving away the Lone Star one-man recording
Yeah,
studio.
that's the precursor to the
Collection of
karaoke.
hologram CDs, including
Hologram records, even though I weigh some CDs.
What I remember about watching Remote Control was all the records I got for free by joining Columbia.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I remember when Everlast was cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Now they carry them at then they carried them at Kmart.
Yeah, Everlast kind of went. But that was cool because it was like the boxing.
Control continues.
Yeah, so I think they're about to show some current commercials.
So at the end, these
Okay, so
people
we can
play, and then at the end, they put you on this big wheel and spin you while you try to guess 10
Well,
videos
sometimes
of
they
the
spin
day.
you, sometimes they put you in a Craftmatic.
Yeah, sometimes you're in the
Festival.
Craftmatic, but I think
But
that was
like the quality of the recording
Gary
is
and
beautiful.
Jerry sitting in a tree. No, they have 30 points each.
So they're gonna do their little speed round.
And when they eliminate you, they pull you
Hang
through.
on.
Oh, there he is.
Do y'all know who that is?
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Nice to
Yes,
meet you.
sir. Hey, I don't know if you recall this, but do you remember the first time you and I met? It was on a date. Do you remember?
Hey, I don't remember.
A
No.
twin?
Oh, twins. Yes, I do remember now. I came home sucking two girls' nests. Dick.
No, Nest was right.
You went home sucking your thumb.
You were right when you said Nest.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
leave me alone.
Stud boy.
Yes.
Go ahead, take
All
it.
right, leave me be, yes? I fell in love with her after she put me on her talk show. I believe the topic was irresistible men, and naturally, the stud boy was the guest of honor. Whenever she gazed at me, I ignited just thinking about all the fat she has lost and how she must secretly be longing for me, the stud boy.
Who's he talking about, Jerry?
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah.
Here's the episode where he comes out in the speedo. It's so good. It's
Can you
so
fast
good.
forward to
That's
show,
all right,
show
Gary.
like what the
I know
sponsors
we all
are
get
and what the
excited when
prizes
the
are?
stud boy appears. Men and women alike find it hard to gain control. Go ahead, Sherry. You have
keep the
control.
stud boy here.
Okay. Sherry headed toward the Craftmatic adjustable bed, and maybe headed towards this.
So at 25:01 a.m. FM call stereo cassette receiver.
Here and
That.
local in Hollywood as
Oh, what?
Sean Young from Cousins. and
Sean
the
Young.
Oh,
Remember her?
so
Oh, they
must
just
fast forward
skipped
to the
over that.
commercials.
So this is the video
This
portion
is
where
the
they have to
video
guess
portion.
David
the
Lee
grand
Roth,
prize.
2 George Harrison,
Yep.
3 Debbie Gibson,
Yep.
4 pass,
How's it for?
5 Bengals,
Yep.
6 pass, 7 Sheila E,
Yep.
8 pass, 9 pass, 4 Huey Lewis in the news,
Yep.
We lose the news.
8 Fleetwood Mac,
Yes.
9 Fat Boys,
Pretty checker in the Fat Boys.
Fat Boys, yeah.
Different.
6 Genesis.
Oh,
She got him. Well, there you go.
let's see what she wins.
Wait till you see the crap that this poor woman won.
They might not show it. 'Cause oh, she won some LA gear.
I had LA gear. Thank you.
For you, high performance, high style. That's LA gear for sure. And a remote control sweatshirt from Shop Safari, and with this unit, multi-brand remote control.
My parents
you
had
can
that
operate
remote
most
control.
brands of TV, VCR, and cable converters.
Dude, we've had to Google all this stuff because most of it doesn't exist anymore. But if you want to have a little trip in the Franklin Spelling Ace, if you want to go for a little trip in the Wayback Machine, remote control is where it's at. Dude, we had a lot of excitement tonight. Basketball playing, loud music,
Basketball
car
playing,
alarms, now a
planes.
plane.
There was a plane that went over earlier today. I thought it was going to land on the house.
Crazy.
It was super loud.
Crazy. And so yeah, so I just had that, and then of course, I want to go on a tiny tirade about Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, you
Mhm.
yeah. I am not a fan. I don't think you get they're a terrible value, and B, you feel like they mug you when you come out of a store.
They're terrible for you.
Well, that
One.
yeah.
They are way overpriced. If you want to poison yourself, get the Keebler. Here's the thing. The message that it's sending to girls is if you want to play, if you want to be part of our little game here, you're going to have to sell some shit. And we're going to have you sell shit with shit margins. The troop gets, I think that they're like $5.50 a box, and they get like 50 cents, if that.
If those are $5.50 a box, I think that would be
They are. And then they give the hang on. How much are Girl Scout cookies? 5 to 7, depending on where the person lives. Okay.
$7. Going on
How
ChatGPT,
much
folks.
Does each Girl Scout troop make per box? The profit that is sold varied blah blah blah. 50 cents and $1.25 a box. And the rest goes to the covering the cost of production, distribution, and supporting the Girl Scout programs and activities. So we're teaching girls that you should work for well below market. Traditional retail markup is a minimum of 30%. Minimum. If you're not getting 30%, you shouldn't be working there. They're not getting a salary. They're doing this and they're eating terrible food. And so here's one. So there's 2 different troops right now. One is a troop of immigrant children in New York.
Yeah.
And people have shared this troop's information. They're like, please buy from this troop. And there's also a troop of young transgender children that they have a troop and they want people to buy from them. And they're telling people to do these troops. So what you're saying is,
did anybody call them Girl Scouts?
I can't even. Don't
Yeah,
get me started
I'm
on
just
that.
joking.
I don't think you should be able to transition until you have full brain development. You can dress however the fuck you want to. You want to be a Girl Scout, be a cactus. I don't give a shit. But I think that, you're a child. But that's not the point. The point is
you have to stay like this for your whole life. If you're a cactus, that would be tiring. Like a cigar cactus.
Well, it depends on the kind of cactus it is. Different cactuses take different poses.
Cacti.
And by the way, most of the cactuses that you buy, like Home Depot and shit, with little flowers on them, they're fucking hot glued on. They're not real. Learn that on the internet today too. Not the point. So we're saying to these poor little immigrant girls, we're going to take advantage of you. That's your first introduction to America. Work for well below the minimum wage and eat this terrible food and bring some home to your family.
Well, the other thing is we're teaching
And
them, you got to have a hook.
You're going to load your body
full of tragic hook.
You're going to load your body full of chemicals anyway. What do you care? What do you care if you never make a living wage because you're a trans person and you're historically discriminated against? Sell these for us for pennies on the dollar. Work your little ass off. Eat that garbage food. That's how we show you we care.
Wait. Aren't they allowing girls into the Boy Scouts now?
Yeah.
And they still have Girl Scouts. So they can have the cookie and eat it too. Am I right? Or should they just have
when
Scouts?
you start to talk about having the cookie and eating it too, you get into some of the areas where the Boy Scouts have gotten themselves in trouble for being inappropriate with some boys. I don't trust a Scout leader.
Some cookie eating motherfucker. I will say this though, if and I don't know this, but I think they allow girls into the Boy Scouts now. So they should just have Scouts. And that money that they get from the Girl Scout cookies, which should now be called Scout cookies, goes to everyone, all genders.
Yeah, but here is the point. The troops, like the people who run the troops, they're volunteers.
Yes.
It's usually a mom, and there's everything that they do, they have to get the supplies for or whatever.
Right.
And the troop doesn't really have a lot of money, and you can get donations or whatever, but they to give them when their big focus is fucking selling cookies. I don't really feel like I think it's like the schools, how the schools are so focused on Kristen has chimed in. She knows this. I think that they're so focused on fucking cookie sales. Kristen says, yes, Boy Scouts is now called Scouts.
Okay.
So there you go.
But is Girl Scouts still called Girl Scouts? Because they're double dipping. Don't mind telling you.
A lot of people are double dipping.
I'm outraged.
So
just look at me.
Here is my thing. I really want to do all the scouting stuff. I want to get my Eagle Scout badge. I realize I'm 47, a little too old for that. But I want to get the books and work my way through the scout book. Or maybe we make our own scouting program.
Oh, we talked about that.
Well, we could just do that every night.
First thing is...
Today, we're going to teach you how to make a healthy meal.
Second thing, you're going to wear your wife's gauchos and prance around the living room.
Because they make your dick look big.
It's worst side effects that could happen.
I'm too old. Kristen says correct. I think she's saying that I'm too old to be a Girl Scout. Side note, Instagram, it kicks
It's
us
slow.
off. It will
Yeah.
kick us off at like
in 3
soon.
minutes.
In about
3,
3 minutes, it's
2,
gonna kick
1.
us off. And I can't pull your comment onto the screen on Instagram, but I can on Facebook, YouTube, or even maybe Twitter. Let's see. Let's
Don't
see
know.
what happens.
When we do the thing. Oh yeah. I'm still mad about the Scouts.
What about the cheap amount that they pay?
No, because now the Boy Scouts have to share everything, but apparently the Girl Scouts, a corner in the market, selling shit at the market, like out in front of the store. Cookies. Antiquated.
Side note, if you're just tuning in, you can use applesauce that is 2 years old in a pouch
I
from
smell
Target.
like I might have to shower after
Put it on
this.
your
I
husband's
smell, I
face.
smell like a
Just wash
spinach
with
apple.
soap. Just wash with
All right,
cleanser.
maybe I will. I don't even know.
So
what
that
I'm
didn't
gonna
come
do.
up even though I commented. Right?
I didn't say anything. Yeah.
No?
Did not say anything.
So you can comment on Facebook and YouTube, and we can pull it up here. You comment anywhere else, we don't even know about
we
it.
don't even. We can't even.
So you have a news story you would like to share with us? I've been.
Yeah. Do you want to pull the news stories, or you want me to do it?
Did you read any of the news?
I did read
stories?
the news stories. There was a very nice story. Actually, we don't even need to pull it up. Well, I'll talk about it when you. There was that very unfortunate shooting at the Chiefs Super Bowl.
I heard Taylor Swift gave $1 million to the
No,
woman
she
that
didn't give
was
$1 million. She gave 100,000.
100,000. Sorry.
100,000 to the family. They were trying to do a GoFundMe to get 75,000. Apparently, she was the woman that was killed was the DJ, and she was there with her. She brought her husband and her kids, and she didn't make it. And so Taylor Swift stepped up, which I thought was great. I think I was hoping that the team would too. I don't know if they will, or the NFL or whoever. Just tragic. But a lot of the people that were shot were kids, or youths. It's they're still investigating this, but yeah. So
Kristen says, well, rest in peace, people, and don't have war over football. It's fucking rigged. Kristen says, no, correct, Doug. To your Girl Scouts is still called Girl Scouts. By the way, your voices are all weird. Sounds crazy deep. Probably Instagram.
Don't know what you're talking about.
We use a platform called StreamYard for streaming on multiple platforms at once. And they just began a relationship with Instagram, and it has been a bumpy ride. The thing that's crazy about it is they work seamlessly on Facebook and YouTube. So
that's how they get you.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. So I'm sorry, but maybe you could pretend that I'm like.
Wait, are we all like? Do we sound like the devil?
Hello, Kristen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I miss her. I really need to go to Georgia and see people. I'm gonna get healthy.
We have plenty of people.
I'm gonna not have hives all over my body that are itching and burning and making me want to kill myself. Doug's like, do you want to soak your hands in ice water? And I'm like, only if you bring a toaster.
She's like, yeah, bring the toaster. I'm like, what are you talking about?
So I don't think there was anything I need to pull up about that.
No,
Monday. Some people have Monday off. It's President's Day.
Oh yeah, it is President's Day. But
what is that even? What's the point of President's Day? Do you just pick your favorite and hang out with them?
No, you've got A.B. Linky, you got Georgie Washi.
You just go up to Chappaquiddick and drop off some sandwiches for the Bushes. He wouldn't let me, by the way.
That was not Chappaquiddick.
It wasn't Chappaquiddick. It was Kennebunkport. Sorry.
Drop some sandwiches.
Sorry. We went to, so first of all, we were at Chappaquiddick, and I'm like, oh, isn't this nice? Isn't that where Ted Kennedy killed a girl? And so poor Doug was there with me and my friend, and we were going on a tirade about the Kennedys. And then we went up to same friend. We went up to Kennebunkport, and I wanted to bring the Secret Service some sandwiches, and they wouldn't let me do it.
I don't think you can do that.
I can.
No, you wanted to bring George Bush Sr. a sandwich, and I'm like, I don't think you can do that. But I'm nice. They don't know if you're nice. They're there to protect.
Trey says that was a stand-up act in a terrible situation.
Yeah, the Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
That was an owl, by the way.
Sorry. Yes, and there was an owl.
So
Kristen, do you know where I can buy a bunch of used Boy Scout books because I want to be a scout? I want to get my Eagle Scout.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe Slate can be in charge of me. Will he be in charge of me? He Who's Slate Master?
His son. Oh, the son. Okay. Oh, is he a scout? Like a big time scout?
My favorite.
All right, I don't know any of her kids, but Slate's a cool name. I don't know what the other kids.
So she finally got her girl. Finally got her girl. So we're so glad for that.
Millicent.
But it seems to me that Slate has grown to be a very thoughtful
Oh, that's nice.
and intelligent and considerate and
Human being.
just really respectful young man. I wish he would date one of my daughters,
Nice.
but
Well,
here we are.
here we are.
And
They don't know each other.
but she has beautiful, beautiful children. I've known her a bajillion years. She has known me for
Is she a beautiful
bajillion years.
person?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very much
then
so.
good. I didn't
She
met
still
her.
can't believe
She's avoiding me.
See, look, Instagram is gone.
Yeah.
Bye,
She's
Instagram.
Yeah, she's avoiding me.
Just saved by the bell. Kristen probably had something she wanted to say. Like,
Yeah,
fuck off. Stop telling people
shut
about
up,
me.
Democrat.
Anyway, so there was
Okay.
so there's this article that I think is important.
There are a couple of interesting.
Well, we have to
ones
always
in
read the current, like the
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Krispy Kreme giving away free donuts.
We actually have Krispy Kreme down here.
Hmm.
There's one in Fort Myers, but we went and got it once and was just.
Yeah, it was like in the afternoon. It was.
I think you need to go in the
yeah,
morning
I think
when
you
you're
had to go in
not.
the morning. It wasn't warm.
So
it wasn't
yeah,
anything.
free original glazed donut on 2/17.
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Or
Giving away free
tomorrow, as
treats.
some people
Just
say.
they just celebrated World Kindness Day, not to be confused with Random
Nice.
Acts of Kindness Day, by giving $500 a free dozen donuts. The chain has also given out free donuts to voters on Election Day and even awarded lottery ticket losers with a free treat in August 2023. There are a slew of other kindness-related holidays throughout the year, including National Do Something Good for Your Neighbor Day on May 16th, National Give Something Away Day on July 15th, and National Happiness Happens Day on August 8th. I love these.
That's good. I like them as a company.
No
now.
word of Krispy Kreme plans to give anything away on those days, but here's hoping. Okay, so I want to find.
Does Krispy Kreme sell like stuff that's not a donut?
Yeah, I think they sell like coffee.
Well, yeah.
So Krispy Kreme, all locations. Ooh,
That's a lot of them.
Tell me if you need to know about your state. Anne says, "Oh, hey, Anne. Krispy Kreme is the only donut I can eat." Okay, so we have South Carolina, Ohio, Albany, Georgia, New Mexico, Virginia, Texas, Michigan, Arkansas, South Carolina, Iowa. Oh, that's good to know. In Ankeny, Iowa, North Carolina, Texas, Georgia, in Atlanta, New York, Bogart, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. More, there's like 10 in Atlanta. Augusta, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Arizona, California, Alaska, Tennessee, Louisiana, Oregon. Like they're everywhere. But the funny thing is, they're not listed by state. They're not listed by state. They just have like.
All right, so they have donuts.
There's they have donuts, yeah.
Coffees and drinks. They have hot chocolate. They have a brew box, frozen lattes. That sounds actually pretty good. Iced coffees and shakes. They have a shake. I wonder what flavors the shakes are. But that's it. They have birthday batter shake, strawberry ice sprinkled shake, chocolate ice shake, cookies and cream, original glazed donut shake. Yeah.
Oh, well, get this.
What
Amazon Fresh will deliver you fresh Krispy Kreme donuts in some places, in Woodland Hills, California specifically.
Well,
so there are none in Massachusetts as far as I can tell, but I believe
there used to be. There were a few of them.
Well,
there's one at the Prue, I think.
I don't know that there is anymore. I'm scratching my gooch.
Oh, well.
Yeah. It's double.
It's what it takes.
It doesn't seem see when you I know that there are a couple at the casinos, so that would be what do you call it? Foxwoods or Mohegan or whatever?
Yeah, Foxwoods, Mohegan Sun.
So it doesn't look like there's one in
Krispy
Massachusetts
Kreme.
or
It
Rhode
says
Island.
Krispy Kreme, Boston. It says, and then it says Starbucks. All Krispy, Mohegan Sun Boulevard. Yep.
So there's one at Mohegan Sun, yeah, and then apparently there's two at
There used to be one in the Prue. I can't find any.
I think that they are no
evidence.
longer in the Prue, Doug. That's my point.
It's making me sad.
Okay.
Oh wait, Krispy Kreme looks to expand into Boston again. This was in June of 2021.
So maybe they left and then they're going to come back.
It looks like they have eyes on the wing. It was like kind of like a thing. Like everybody's, Krispy Kreme. You go and have it once, and you're like, this isn't that great.
So,
but I do like their little bringing positivity to the world. I do like that.
well, what I'm curious about is, so you had the menu. If it says anything specific about the giveaway, it doesn't.
There might be.
It's probably on their social media or something. But
yeah.
they even have an app so you can order,
Good time.
and you can get it delivered even if you
Join
want to.
rewards.
They do fundraising, they do retail, so now you know it's an option. So that's hey, listen, that's always a useful story to have for the pod. What's today's date? 2/16.
16.
Okay, I want to talk about the skate, the ray, the stingray.
Oh yeah. I actually have a very yeah. All right, go ahead. Talk
So
about
there's
the
a
ring.
fucking stingray
Yeah.
in a tank, and they're like, listen, that's a female stingray. Somehow it got itself fucking pregnant, or it fucked a shark. And they're like,
Fuck the shark. In the mouth.
And the sharks, as part of their mating,
Yeah.
they bite each other, and the stingray had some bites on it. So they're like, are we going to have some sort of a Jesus
Stingray shark
stingray, or are we going to have like a
hybrid.
tiger, a shark stingray? By the way, sharks and stingrays are the same family. Inbred as
Stingray.
fucked up fish, but I think it's secret option C.
The government.
I don't think the government's involved. Yet.
Okay. All right.
Yet.
Yeah. Well.
Yet. I think what happened is one of the marine biologists got really horny
Oh.
and thought,
And saw that
I'm
nice.
gonna fuck this skate.
Yeah.
Fuck the skate, the stingray. Fuck
Skate's
the
not.
stingray.
Skate's not going to tell anybody.
He fucked the stingray.
Shark saw it.
No, he
Shark-
fucked the stingray.
Okay.
He fucked the stingray.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, like a week later, the stingray's acting weird. Does an ultrasound on the stingray. He's like, "Fuck, the stingray! I got it pregnant."
Mm.
And so he's like, "All right, I'm gonna get the shark, and I'm gonna,
And you're going to blame the shark.
I'm gonna
Oh,
put
right.
a
Right.
shark
Yeah.
print on its
Yep.
mouth, and I'm gonna
Yep.
take it out of this tank because the sharks are eating it
That's right.
because it's
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
them
yeah.
pregnant, and we're about to have some stingray.
So we're going to have a stingray
people babies.
human
Yeah.
hybrid.
And then the government will swoop in, and we will
A
all be
shumray.
told something like the baby's
Yeah,
died
or
or
something. Yeah.
oh,
And they'll keep them in
it's
a
a
tank.
hermaphrodite, or sorry, you're not supposed to say that, like an intersex self-copulating stingray.
That's how Steve Irwin died. He was trying to fuck a stingray.
I don't think his children would appreciate that, but
Probably
yes,
not.
it's
That was out
probably
of
true.
line.
I think they were married for a long time, and maybe he was looking for some strange.
Some Ray.
I am.
So my friend posted that story on Facebook, and so I posted it's like is this a miracle or whatever. So it's a female stingray, and so I posted the Annie Lennox, Aretha Franklin song "Sisters Are Doing It for Themselves," which I thought was kind of genius right there.
That's pretty genius.
Anyways, I'm sorry that the guy
the kind of
raped
thing-
the stingray.
That's the kind of thing you're supposed to put on our social media for the podcast, and it draws people in.
Yeah.
Anne says they couldn't make it up here in Mass. I don't know why. I think that what I've noticed is the more impoverished an area is and less educated people are, the more junk food there is.
I'll tell you why they couldn't make it in Massachusetts. Simple. Dunkin's. There is crazy
that's a valid
loyalty to
point.
Dunkin's. Nobody's going to go somewhere else for a donut.
Krispy
when they're
Kreme
going
was
to
like when it
Dunkin's.
first opened, because there was one in Warwick, Rhode Island, and it was like, oh, you got to go to Krispy Kreme. You tried it.
Yeah, it
and
was
you
a
were done.
fad. It was a fad.
Like they're
and then
really
you're like,
good,
eh.
but like, okay,
Yeah.
that's enough.
Yeah.
Tracy says you're the only 10 I see. Side note, Nip Tuck, Liz the lesbian from the show, has a farmer rep come in, and she's like hitting on her, and Christian's like, no, she's not, and she's like, yeah, no, I've been single long enough to know when a woman is hitting on me, and so Christian's like, no, she's not, and so then Liz is like, okay, maybe she's not, and so then the girl hits on her. They go out. Liz goes to town on her, and come to find out the woman is a squirter, and Liz is surprised by that.
Liz thought it was a fictitious thing.
If
She'd never come across that before, and she ran for the hills. And then she went back to apologize to the lady.
As the voice to the entire lesbian community, could you tell me, how would you feel if you were, doing your thing and right in the face? Would that be a good thing, a bad thing, or you wouldn't care either way? Has it happened to you? Do you have any videos that you could show us? And is Becky an imaginary friend or a real person? Let us know. And Tracy says, I also like Krispy Kreme donuts, but I don't eat them since my weight loss surgery. Wise idea. That's why you're skinny, bitch. And she said, I would be proud. I did. I've done it a couple times, but one time I got dug in the face. So
It's kinda
good.
good. What are you
It
gonna
was
do?
like a fucking
What are you
fire
gonna do?
hose. Like, it was crazy.
Um,
And we were both like, what just happened? And
I knew what happened.
we haven't really been able to replicate it since, though.
Well, Well, it's
Neighbors are out.
Yeah, the neighbors are out. We
Shouldn't be talking
should
about
talk about squirting like softer. So anyway, she goes to the lady's house to apologize that she overreacted to
Oh,
getting
and the
a
woman
face
is
full
back
on,
with her husband.
and she was with her husband. And then I thought to myself, well, that guy's not getting it done.
I think the reason why is because Liz can't fix things. Although she's an anesthesiologist, and right now I could go for an
She could get-
anesthesiologist. They
she
can make my
get some-
pain go away. That would be
We got whippets.
nice. Crack
Do some
that
whippets.
whip. We're not doing whippets.
Why not?
We're gonna do mushrooms. What's wrong with you?
Both are natural occurring.
Hear me
things
out.
in the world.
Hear me out. I take all of the lovely plant-based products that are in this house and we put them in a pile and we just spend all day just taking all of them.
That's how Belushi died.
Not from marijuana, I assure you.
Marijuana. So can you bring up the news stories? Because I have there's.
All right, so Krispy Kreme
I think we know
in
more.
your face.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking
That
about?
one's pretty good, but there's all right. So
Wait, what about President's Day Amazon?
Oh yeah, you can bring this up. Presidents, they all kind of deals, and you can get them now, people. It's Friday night. Get them while it's hot.
Get them while we're still hot.
Oh,
We're really not. Though.
well, I'm hot now because I smell like applesauce.
Okay. So that looks like Le Creuset, which
Le
is fancy
Creuset.
shit.
Yeah.
Oprah approved
Mm.
Beats Studio Pro Bluetooth headphones.
Nobody can take a shit unless Oprah approves.
Yeah. Side note, I have the Apple.
Don't like how they sound.
I have the Apple AirPods Pro. I got them financed for free through Apple 0% interest. I think that's the way to go.
Or people that are watching this podcast can buy the Beats Studio Pro on the Amazon and listen to the Doug Gear album out soon.
They could also listen to it with their Amazon, their Apple AirPods.
Mhm.
They've been tested on Apple AirPods.
It's right. They were mixed. They were mixed for. Although
The Shark Pet Vacuum, the Beckham Hotel Collection bed pillows, $47.99 for fucking pillows.
Beckham.
I like my bamboo pillows, to be honest with you. They're really thin, but I like them. Doug likes he likes the MAGA pillows.
No, I wouldn't have bought
My
those,
pillows.
but I do.
He loves those things.
You know what? There's one feather pillow that's here, and it's funny. It's molds to your head. It's so good.
The Lululemon Align high rise 25-inch pant. I'm not going to read the whole names. I'm just going to tell you some shit. Vixen Bissell Light deluxe portable carpet cleaner.
Second vacuum
if you
cleaner on
have-
this list.
But if you have pets and carpet, that is a must-have, I think. And then we have Spanx Booty Flare yoga pants.
Booty flare.
Booty Boost. I gotta see what these look like.
Booty boost.
And then the cordless vacuum cleaner, Spanx patent leather leggings, and Ruby. Okay, I had those. So cute, but they feel like 10,000 degrees. So you can only wear them if you're going skiing in the dead of winter, and then you wear them instead of ski pants.
Probably not good Florida wear.
No, I gave them away. I
So
had worn them exactly once, and I was too hot wearing them in January,
yeah.
and then I gave them.
Well,
to
you're
Nora.
not used to wearing clothes.
I hate wearing clothes. Ring doorbell. By the way, we bought the Ring doorbell on a promo. You're supposed to, like, if you want to have the video clips after a while, you're supposed to buy their thing. If I had known that, I would not have bought a Ring doorbell. Joggers, Beats Studio headphones. I
And
think
there's
this is
pictures
everything.
of the stuff.
Okay, the crossbody bag. Okay, those are
Oh,
really big
sure.
right now. A Lodge 6-quart enameled cast iron Dutch oven. So the pans
Dutch
that we
oven.
saw were actually not the pans that we saw were actually not Le Creuset. They're actually Lodge, which is fine.
Creuset Light.
I think they're just as good. Look, they're the people that do the cast iron that we have. The AirPods 2nd gen, and I don't know which ones. So they're $89.99. They're originally $129.
That's
These
not a
are
bad
fine.
price.
It's the 3rd gen that fall out of your ears. Double check, but the 3rd gen tend to fall out of people's ears.
That's a great price for that.
Towel
Is that $89?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Do you want a pair?
Maybe.
I have been using the pros just to drown out the fucking sounds of the kitchen
Oh.
because everything echoes in this house so bad.
But the problem is when I have your headphones in and with the noise canceling, I can't hear you if you need something and yelling.
Yeah, no,
It's
you
not
can't
good.
hear me most of the time anyway.
What?
and you ignore me. Another crossbody bag. I want to look at those. Beat Studio Turbo Air Fryer.
Turbo.
Sling
Look at that thing.
crossbody bag. Walmart's got lip sleeping mask. More vacuums. If you don't ever buy a vacuum that's not on sale. Apple Watch Series 8, $329, originally $529.
Giving it away.
I think I paid that much. Again, this is at Walmart, so you're paying full price for it, but you're not getting 0% finance through Apple, but if you're saving $200, then I think it might be worth it.
Luggage set. People can buy luggage and then come visit us.
Lululemon has a bunch of shit on sale. I don't know that I wear any of that,
Scuba
but
suit.
I just don't even know what their stuff is because people are really into the. But I think that aren't they the company that makes only stuff for skinny people?
Probably. Look at that skinny bitch right there.
AirPods Pro, second generation. Those are the same ones I have. $189. KitchenAid, blowout brush, bike shorts, Apple Watch, Ninja Creamy, electric blanket,
Reversible fleece blanket.
Fitbit.
Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, those are the ones you got rid of, right? Oh no, those are the ones you have.
Which ones?
Those ones right there.
I have the Pros.
Okay.
But the threes look like Pros, but they're not Pros. They just look like them.
Oh, okay. I get it.
More with the Spanx. Spanx is always don't ever pay full price for Spanx. Apparently, La Creuset is on sale. But they're talking about baking dishes. UGG boots on sale. I don't understand when people are going to finally realize that those things are ugly as fuck.
That's the name.
Kate
Spade
Spade bags down. That's $100 off. Sorry, 99. No, it's $101 off. Vacuums, over the range microwave pizza oven, Vitamix. Okay, so we're Blendtec people, but the Vitamix is a decent ice make blender as well. It just doesn't like to fit under most of your cabinets, which is why we bought the Blendtec.
Oh,
MacBook Air. That's
bad.
probably a good price on it, depending on how much memory it has.
All right.
Not for doing a podcast, but certainly for most daily users, that shit will last you forever. More Lululemon, more Spanx. That's pretty much it. So now you know. Yeah, $89.99 for the AirPods. That's 30% off. They get here in 2 days. These are those. I don't know how that's on the screen, but that's that bag thing.
Yeah, you got.
I like that
stuff
color
on the screen there. That was a good color.
Anyway.
That's a lady's undergarment.
Well, you're a lady's undergarment.
So there's there are more stories. There are a couple more stories.
All right, what do you got?
We
had a whole bunch for the week. We haven't even gone here yet. And I don't think that you even. I don't think you mark yours off as you go. We got that 2/16. Oh, I put the date in the wrong column.
Scroll up. There was just one more story that I wanted to do. There's two stories I want to do. All right, so we already talked about the Stingray, but this Target. Yeah, we have to show the picture of the Target store. Apparently, a Target store started sliding down a hill, and they had to close it down. And we'll see this in Barboursville, West Virginia. It shut down till further notice because it's slipping down a hillside. Half of the building.
But is it all of Target? Or is it just part of it?
Look at it's not doing well. So if you're like in the back right corner where they have like the seasonal stuff, when they usually have the Christmas stuff or the patio, you might be in a bad shape right there. You might be going down the hill with the store, which I thought was funny. And then there was another story on there about
what
some people. Look at that. Some people I believe it's actually in China. They loaded up a truck with snow and drove it like 1,900 miles. So
our neighbors have karaoke and they're not good at it. Okay, go ahead.
So anyways, they drove this truck like 1,900 miles just so some special needs kids could have some snow to play with.
So where was this?
That was in China. So going up.
I don't know where China is.
It's down here somewhere. Chinese? No, that's not it.
Well, China is not involved in any way, shape, or form because
there was a special needs. Look at special needs. No, that's not it.
Hearts
Yeah,
and Melt
here we
Truck
go.
Farm says there's 216.
Just click on the picture.
No, I know how to do it. Thank you.
Wow.
Or you could do it.
Okay.
So a truck brought tons of snow.
So kids could have fun in the South. So there they are, bringing the snow, shoveling it out, letting the kids come out and play with it. And this is very important because a lot of
Where are the kids?
A lot of kids. No, I don't know.
I think they're making
they're in
this up.
they're in a separate truck.
Oh my god. I don't even know what to say
Sorry.
about that anymore.
So-
That's really nice.
But I thought that was terrific. I
They have
wish,
like little
you know,
fake Peanuts characters on the side.
yeah. There's no copyrights in China. They can do anything. But that was a very nice thing. I thought that they did that. I think they should do that here for some of the children here.
Or
'cause
for
they
us,
never-
because we missed the snow.
I miss the snow a little
I
bit.
just want to be able to do donuts.
Hmm.
Honest. Tracy says, I love Uggs. They're so comfy. Comfy, yes. But like I think they're cute on little girls with like teeny tiny little legs and they're wearing these ridiculously large shoes.
They
But for
look
most
like
of us,
they look super flat and they would offer no comfort.
some people will wear like if you're wearing like the leggings with the boots, I think usually it looks stupid. But if you're wearing like if you have Uggs on, you have pants on over it, I think that looks fine. I had a pair of their slippers and they
Yeah,
were
you bought
so-
me a pair of the slippers.
we call them your Tom Brady's.
Yeah, my Tom Brady's because Tom Brady did an ad campaign for them with a goat.
I had it and I only paid $20 for them.
Yeah,
Real Uggs.
they were nice.
I had the slippers, but one of my offspring stole them.
I bet I know which one.
Yes. Anyway, it is 9:23. Is there anything
Yeah.
else you want to talk about?
Not really. I have a big piece of gratitude.
Okay. What do you got?
I'm grateful that you got through this podcast without driving yourself crazy with the itching.
Yeah, I'm glad to. I'm a little concerned that it's yes, I'm going to feel better all day today. I'm going to feel better tomorrow. It's going to be beautiful out. Tony is going to be here at the crack of dawn in the morning. The Amazon, the Whole Foods order is going to come very early. We are going to go for an adventure and then we're going to do mushrooms.
And I am grateful that it's Friday so that we have the opportunity to do that stuff tomorrow.
Well, we could have made a whole day out of today. I
Yeah,
didn't
we could.
realize that you were not working. I want to just give a big thanks to everybody who comes and supports the podcast night after night. We truly appreciate you.
We do.
And we're so thankful for you. Daniel was here, but he did not say anything. Zany Mom Lorraine was here. Todd, Tracy, and Ann, you guys are just everything. Jane Mary was here. Kristen was here. Love you. Thanks, guys.
What else are you going
for
to do on a
supporting
Friday
us.
night but listen to her?
Hopefully you have something
Fun
better
stuff.
to do. I'm sorry that you guys don't. That's
I'm
sad.
sorry that you don't. I'm sorry that you're stuck in this
It's sad.
Friday
It's
night
sad.
sadness with us.
But we love you.
But we're good.
Even though no
we're
one
here
else
for you.
does.
We're
We
here
love
for
you.
you.
We're terrible.
Nobody loves you.
Anyway, I am thankful for my friend Christina, who always checks on me, and she did multiple times today, and tried to help me. She's so sweet. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for this spray that seems to be helping. I'm thankful for Antranex, which seems to be helping. I'm thankful for his stadium. I'm thankful for baking soda. I'm thankful for clove oil. I'm thankful for ice packs. These are all things that are giving me just moments of relief from my sweet torture.
Moments of it.
I'm thankful that I finally did something for myself today and bought myself some treats. I'm really trying to do some sort of a brand situation. I
I'm-
swear to God, somebody's right over there.
I am
paranoid.
also thankful that it was beautiful today. It was here in Florida.
It's nice to have the house open, but I was just like, oh my God. Can you please do an impression of me today?
it was like a crack, like one of those itchy drug addicts. It's of all the things that you go through, like the worst one I think is when you have like a hives and itchiness. Like you
hives
cannot
and
handle
itchiness
yourself.
is awful, and I feel miserable. Pain sucks, but I can usually between baths and
Yeah, you can
Epsom
usually.
TENS unit, biomat, sauna,
Distractions.
bath, meditation, distraction, and marijuana, I can usually get through that. Itching is unbearable. Like it's throbbing and burning. Like right now it's on my feet. But my least favorite is the neuro stuff. Like when I can't say words.
yeah,
Yesterday I
that's
was
not
trying.
a lot
What
of
was the word I was trying to say yesterday? Was it wax? Apples? wax.
Well, I can't remember. Oh, and there was something today too, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about it.
Yeah,
Are you gonna help me wax my legs and my puss this weekend?
sure. I'll be on mushrooms. What do I care?
We can do those things at the same time. Tracy says, I am digging the stories. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for research. I'm thankful for helping others when I can. You do that a lot. I'm thankful for chicken for dinner, and I'm thankful for learning how to kill fire
Oh, nice.
ants. Oh, dude, you pour gasoline down that bitch and light that shit on
Get a
fire.
can of Aquanet and light it on fire and spray it into the hole.
Wait, how hang on a second. How are you killing fire ants? Is that not the way?
You move
That's what
up
we would
north
do.
where it's cold. That's how you
I
kill
can't
fire.
even tell you, like growing up, like having a jug of whatever fuel available and
Oh,
lighting
yeah.
a fire is like a daily occurrence in my household, which is why the fire department has had to go to my parents' house more than once. My dad sets the lawn on fire and he burns his garbage.
I
There's a fucking
have been to
rednecks.
that house a handful of times, maybe 5 times.
Melted the canoe, lit the lawn
one
on
of
fire.
and one of those times the lawn caught on fire.
Because he has this metal can, and it's got holes all around the bottom, and he's burning
That's a-
his trash.
You know how they have a burn barrel, right? But this thing is so rusted out that the fire just comes out the sides. Yeah.
Okay, but this is where it gets even funnier. Okay, so my dad had fallen out of off a ladder in Guatemala.
Well,
and
that's
broken
not funny.
both of his heels. Not funny at all. But he's a very large man, and he's in one of those scooter things, you know, like the spins in place kind of scooter deals, like not the long ones like Disney, like the bougie ones, like a Stephen Hawking one. But like, so my dad is out there.
Third.
Like Jabba the Hutt in this little scooter thing. And my daughters, God love them. First of all, they're not real big on common sense in this stage of their development at the time. They were like, just kind of like, and also not comfortable with my dad because they hadn't really spent any time with him. And so they didn't really know what to do. And my dad is out there. He's like, get the hose.
The fire is just like out in the lawn.
And they're spraying. And my dad is in the mud. Stop getting the ground wet. I'm gonna get stuck in the mud. And I'm like, I'm not going down there. I'm afraid of this man to begin with.
But your
I'm
dad
not
was like
gonna be
5
yelled at.
feet from the burn barrel, and the fire is going out, and he doesn't move.
And I'm like,
I would
Doug,
take evasive action.
Doug, could you go help them maybe? And he goes, nope.
They got it under control.
Eventually, it was so funny. And my dad was so pissed. And then he made me go for a walk.
Oh yeah,
And I
that's
had like
right.
a POTS attack for like 2 days afterwards because my dad thinks he knows my health better. Oh, like things that he would just fucking say. Like he was like,
You were like, by the time we got
He's like,
back
"Well, I
from
have
that
pain
little,
all the
like,
time."
walk, you were like leaning on me. I'm like trying to drag you back to the house. You
It
were
was
in
so
a lot of
bad.
pain.
yeah, but you know, my dad actually told me I have pain every day too. Like, you don't know what somebody else is dealing with. I don't know what you're dealing with. There might be a reason why you wear Uggs. Like, they're comfortable. That's okay. You're a lesbian and you're married. Who cares?
Right.
You can wear them.
So you can look
But I
however
still
you
think,
want to
like,
look.
don't wear them with leggings. Like, that's for little girl leggings. Put some jeans on. Just pull them over the top. Wear them around house. But, like, don't wear them on, like, a date. Trace says, boiling water and pouring it down the hole. Yeah, that's one way, but fire is way more fun. She says, I like fire, though. Girl, you live in Georgia. Get yourself some fireworks. Flower rockets, kerosene, light yourself a little fuse. Just go all Yosemite Sam on that shit. And then Tracy is laughing
Laughing
and
about
she
your
says, Bam, Skippy.
That's right.
Damn Skippy.
Yeah.
So that's another win for the lesbians.
What?
Most of the lesbians are handy now. Dual income. Usually. Except not me. I don't want to have a job. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, I want to have like a wealthy lesbian who fixes things and cooks for me and wants to go RVing and go on adventures. Oh, and also is a magician who makes me healthy. Yay. We'll go do
So
some lesbian
wait,
things together.
am I dead in this scenario, or am I just on the recliner?
I mean, honestly, it's been a miracle I haven't killed you over the last 3 weeks. So,
all right. Well, somebody's got to put that Whole Foods order away tomorrow, so you better let me live till then.
or not.
Mm.
Tracy says,
Or you just eat it off the
I
floor.
know where you sleep. Tracy says, you crack me up. I'm glad. That's what we're here for, is to crack you up. Okay. We're like Hans and Franz. We're here to crack you up. We'll see you guys on Monday. We hope you have a great weekend. If you need anything, hit us up, maritalhate@gmail.com, or all the socials. Please follow us.
24/7.
Tell your friends.
Tell
Tell your enemies.
Tell your dog.
Tell your gynecologist.